We got my G live from Delta State, man. All right, we live. We live on next. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, let's get it done.
Oh my.
Done. Close on this. All right. Shout out my G Preshzino Songs in the building, bro. Not Trey songs, not any other type of songs. Preshzino Songs, man. Out here kicking it with us today on the artist interview, man. We gonna see you live on WaveWarz this Sunday. So you know we gotta dive deep into the story, man. We gotta dive deep into the mystery, the myth, the legend. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, we gonna be asking you about, you know, your old girlfriends. We gonna be asking we're gonna be asking you about, you know, everything that's been going down, why you got your music, man. You know, how you find yourself on the blockchain, all of these things, bro. But do you have any opening statements, bro? Is there anything you want to tell the folks before we get started?
All right. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Hurricane. Thank you for having me here. Shout out to WaveWarz. This is my first time on Plum. This is my first time doing this with you guys. It's been great, and you're an amazing person. And we're excited to give you guys some magic, the king of Afro Seduction raps already.
You said the king of Afro Seduction raps. Oh my.
The king of Afro Seduction.
Oh, Afro Seduction vibes, bro. Holy, that's a big statement, bro. That's a big statement, man. What gives you the confidence to make that statement, man? Talk to me, you know what I mean?
Afro Seduction is my sound. I call my sound the Afro Seduction vibes because it's actually a mixture of R&B, Afrobeats, soul music, and music don't need permission to enter into your soul. And that's the kind of music I make that resonates with you and just give you that free vibes to this.
Yo, Auntie said, do whatever you want to do. You know what he mean by that. You know what he mean by that. But yeah, just be as relaxing, man. That's exactly what your music sound like. Your music fits exactly meanwhile, which is a great thing. You know what I mean? So big shout out to you for finding that congruence, bro. So what got you started with music? And you out there, first of all, you out there in the homeland. You out there in Nigeria. You know, I don't want to dox your exact state, but you said earlier you want to talk about this state. You can let folks know. But if you don't want to, that's cool. So yeah, tell us about that. How long you can.
All right. I'll look up with doing music. So I literally started doing music professionally in the year like 2020, and I've been doing music and writing music for a long time. Where I started professionally at the year 2020, and that's been a great journey so far. Excited about everything, and making music is like sharing my story, sharing my life, sharing my journey. Because when I write my music, I make sure I put myself in other people's shoes. So that if you listen to my song, you'll be able to resonate with it in one way or another. And yeah, that's it.
I feel that, bro. Like I was resonating, bro, especially when you was talking about kicking with the yeah, bro. You definitely got the vibes out here. Definitely got the Afro Seduction vibe. When was it that you came up with this title, bro? Like, when was it that you like that's title for my music? You know what I'm saying? What was the point where you were like, my music is Afro Seduction? Like, what was the point where you realized that was perfect you can call you?
All right, so this was all about self-realization. So when I started making music, I was growing in that process, and there was a girl that came into my life for that process, and she made me realize who I am. Like, women sometimes come into your life to lift you up or to bring you down. And and this one, if you listen to one of my songs, this title impressed me. It talks about something. It talks about the story, and it said, "Should be my personal advisor." Advice. I got a personal advisor, and like she helped me realize myself, and like, and I got a lot of beautiful ladies out there too. Yeah. So, and at that point, that was when I was able to know that like I need to do better. I need to understand my music. I need to understand my craft much better. So she got me a perfume at that time, and the perfume says seduction. So she said, so she said, this when I saw this perfume, I saw you. Like you were the one who made me get this perfume because it talks about you. And when I heard that, I took the perfume and I went into my room at that time and I looked at the perfume. It says seduction. And I was like, Afro Seduction. That's how I want to make my music. I'm the king of Afro Seduction, right?
Nah, that was the story right there, man. That was the story right there, man. You still using that same set to this day?
What you said? Yes, of course.
Let's go. I do got the seduction on it, man. Yeah, bro. Like once you know, as you growing up, bro, I wouldn't say it's a bad idea to have your own fragrance called Afro Seduction because they just call it seduction. You know what I'm saying? But you add that Afro to it by Afro Seduction by Preshzino. Feel me? So it's like you got your music going crazy. You got a perfume brand going, just keep going up. You know what I'm saying? But yo, that's just another suggestion. Dope ass story, bro. And I definitely feel you on the ladies thing, bro, because it's like I feel like there's very few better inspirations for songs than women, bro. Like, you know, you can have a bad day, you know what I'm saying? You can have a lot of things happen to you, but like very few things bring the soul into the music, like when you talking about a woman that you like really with or care about or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So what's the experience with that? You know, are most of your songs inspired by one girl or like multiple girls? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work, bro? I don't want to get you in trouble either, bro.
So my song is not just inspired about one person. As I said earlier, my song talks about love, peace, realization. It's just trying to put you in a place like where you just want to just feel free, just explore. So sometimes when I talk about a girl in a song or when I talk about love, I talk about what I really want you to do to me. And I'm showing you love and what I expect. Like I speak to you in parables. Would I say that? In a way that if someone else is listening to that song, will be like, yeah, this is exactly how I want someone to treat me. This is exactly how I want to be treated too, and all of that. So it brings you to a state whereby you just want to just be free. I could say that because most people who listen to most of my songs, I literally like when people explains my song to me because I see their points of understanding how the song speaks to them. So I want to know what the song speaks to you. When you tell me, and I'll just smile and say that, yeah, because it touches everyone in different ways, and that's how I want.
What was one of your favorite descriptions that somebody gave you about songs?
So there was one of my songs titled Butterfly Kisses. And this song, um, there's a there's someone who's called Glenn. Glenn is like a top OG in the X Office space and X. And we met right in spaces and he listened to my song Butterfly Kisses. And one day when I was hosting the space, he told me, Preshzino, do you know what this Butterfly Kisses meant to me? Like, he loves this song because the song reminds him of when he was with his daughter, because he took care of his daughter all by himself. And he used to give his daughter butterfly kisses in the when she's going to bed, like petty kisses, baby petty kisses. And when he had the song Butterfly Kisses, it was like the song reminds him of those old times. And when he calls his daughter, it tells his daughter that, do you remember the time I used to give you butterfly kisses? And she would just smile. And can you hear me? Maybe on my rugging, the stream has ended. Am I the one rugging? Is it me?
No, no, we good, bro. I don't know what's going on. We good, right? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Man, bro.
So go ahead, go ahead. That was
I think I missed part of the story though.
all right, all right. So it's all about, like he said, the song gives him memories of how his daughter childhood were, and how he used to give her butterfly kisses and all of that, and like that's how it spoke to him, and like that meant so much to me, because that's how that person interpreted my own song. You know, that's why I said it would resonate with you in one way or the other, definitely.
Good, bro. So, what's your goals with music? Like, you want to be a superstar, or
Right.
you said what?
That's the question. My music, I take my music so personal, and I don't want to just be a retro artist. I want to take over the world with my music. That's why I'm doing this, because taking over the world means taking over the world. I came here to take over the retro space, to come along with my journey, to go to the Grammys, to going far and beyond. That's my dream. That's my plan. What I believe. That's why, you know, like pushing yourself as an independent artist is so much work. But as long as you believe, as long as you have a vision of where you're going to, definitely it's gonna happen. And yeah, I know where I used to be, but I know where I want to be, but I'm gonna be there.
Totally agree, bro. And I feel the energy. You definitely got the star energy. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got that it. You know what I'm saying? The hit that they call it. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely just keep going and doing your thing. You definitely gonna get there. But I gotta ask, like, what got you into the Web3 space? Like, usually everybody got a certain story to that. Hold on,
So I never liked X. First of all, like I always do other places. I never liked X before, and because I never knew how to do it. I never knew how the tweets and all of those were going. So not until like ago, that's probably like 2023, I opened my first X account. After like a year, Elon Musk locked it and suspended it, and I wasn't able to get that account back. And and I had to open a new one, got suspended again, and at that point I was like, I just gotta go, because I abused a lot of connection, but I still had to just keep going, and that's when I opened my third account. And at that time, I saw like this was an avenue for me to share and promote my song because there are always spaces that you see a lot of people in, and like I think there those people are humans that I can go there, share my song with it, and like push my song out sort of like an avenue for experiencing my music and share my like with the world. So that's how I came to it in the first place, and it's totally been enjoying It's totally been a journey. Never knew how to release music NFTs when I came in here, and I saw people doing them. I never knew what all of this were, and gradually, I started understanding like after a year, I was able to start launching most of my music collection with like Didi drawings, other people, and XRP and Solana. And today, I'm also releasing another music NFT. Also today, collaboration with Samora on XRP, and yeah, I'm excited about that. And also share my music, making it available to everyone. And after the inventing process is done, so it's just been a journey. Um,
Nah, I feel that, bro. That's what's up, bro. First of all, big congratulations. Secondly, as far as your journey as making music NFTs and whatnot, what would you say is more you're more aligned with? Releasing your music as music NFTs and whatnot, or on Apple Music, Spotify, blah blah blah, or are you a both guy? Like, what? Talk to me about that.
all right, so you mean if my music is also on Spotify? Definitely, my music is on Spotify, taking over the world. I'm not just gonna be in one place. I'm everywhere, and my music's on Spotify, on YouTube, on Apple Music, on all musical platforms. You can find me out there.
Yo, that's what's up, man. You ever done any shows?
I just literally graduated from school from the university like 3 years ago, and out there I usually go for shows, perform in school and all that. And after I graduated, like some shows I literally go, but not all shows because like you have to have the kind of standard that I need before I come to a show and perform and all of that. And yeah, so I usually go for shows, and you know, when you see me in shows, I love live performance, so I give you a real feeling of the Afro stuff.
Right. Speaking of that, bro, because I know how it goes. You ever did a show and then had a team, you know what I'm saying? I was really feeling you at the show, and you know what I'm saying, you connected after the show. That ever happened to you before?
Right.
Has that ever happened to you before?
What?
Has that ever happened to you before, that scenario?
I didn't get the last part of it.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can say it in better words. You ever been on a show, right? Doing your thing at the state. You're going home, and then you happen to find that there's particular shawties that is interesting after you did your shows. You know what I'm saying? You ever have any relationships from that? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, after performing some sexy ladies. Oh, I see that. You know, there are a lot of sexy ladies everywhere, and I can't even wait for the time that they can be going crazy for the women performing on stage and add some experience whereby definitely sexy ladies want to roll with the king of Afro Seduction, but just gotta be super set.
Nah, I feel that, bro. Cause
After so much work.
exactly, bro. Because like I feel like folks don't really most really underestimate us, the musicians. We sometimes kind of underestimate the power of music. You know what I'm saying? Because man, I've been at some shows. You know what I mean? And they start feeling the G because I'm going hard on the performance and whatnot. Next thing you know, you ain't got to spit no type of game, nothing. you know. And I was like, oh man, this is why folks make music. But now let me chill, bro. Let me chill. But yeah, man, with the Afro Seduction, bro, get ready. You know what I'm saying? Get ready.
Yeah, we
You know what I mean? But yeah, dog. I definitely dig the style. What's the studio like? You got your own home studio? You going to the studio? You got your own home studio? You going to the studio? How you making the song?
So I literally relocated to a new apartment. So I have my producer living close to me here, and I'm also setting up my home studio too. So most of the time, I literally have to go to his studio and record. And I usually work with US-based producers, so they send the beats over for me, and I just have to um, also my producer who records me, and then I send the stems over to them, and then they do the mixing and mastering. So that's how I've been recorded so far.
Yeah, you got a good engineer, producer. Like, if your the quality is nice. It's quality is meant. You know what I mean? But so you never had to learn how to mix, master, none of that.
I'm literally, I'm literally learning that because I'm seeing my producer how he's doing everything, and I'm just grabbing those gradually, and definitely it's going to teach me how to do that before I get my own setup.
Fill out to the max. So like, oh, I'm just disappeared. Oh, there you go. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
All right, yeah, I can hear you. So,
Cool. So let me ask you this: what's the music scene like in Nigeria? Because I know me, I got Nigerian parents. So when I told them, I want to make music, bro, like they was it. They used to be complicated. He said, "What?"
the music industry over here is like, like it's like another process because you have to literally know, you have to literally push yourself. There's money involved doing all of that, and to get there, and you have to still have some little bit of connections and all of that. But I don't want my music to just be just in Nigeria or my music to be all over the world. So that's why I'm pushing so hard.
So do you do like TikTok or anything like that? Like how are you getting?
Yes, I definitely do.
Okay, so what are your favorite social media schemes as far as marketing you?
Hmm?
What are your
What?
what's your favorite ways to like market your music?
Okay, so I I literally push my music like doing advertisements with billboards and also mixing bloggers and promoters, so I can do all of that too. And like these days, I'm trying to do content and all of that. Also, so those are my current ways of doing that.
That's what's up. And take us through a day in the life of Preshzino Songs. Like what are you going on? What's going on?
All right, so in the morning when I wake up, I just literally just sing my praise, do my workouts, and just chill, relax, just live the neighborhood, and sometimes just sing,
And you vibe it, bro.
and also drink some water, a lot of water, and writing music happens to me sometimes when I just feel the inspiration and when I hear the beats, and that's how I do all my stuff.
So you don't have to work any kind of a job or anything like that. You figured everything out.
Okay, so I also drawing on too. I also do leopard trading, and I'm also an engineer.
Nice. So where's your favorite place to leverage trade?
I love bro.
Yeah, I heard of that.
And shout out to the post also.
Okay. So this might be a little off tangent, but like, what you trading right now? What you recommending? You know what I'm saying? You long in anything?
So currently I'm literally looking at LDO.
I know.
That's currently something that yeah, right. I this left me.
Oh no, you just disappeared. Preshzino. Yeah, yeah.
So I was literally trying to and figure this out because it comes to look with Lido right now. Like that's so went so days ago, and I was literally waiting for it. That's what I'm looking at right now. Guys, Lido, using that out.
But yeah, what got you into to leverage trading? Because it takes a little bit of know-how to get into that.
But you said what?
What got you into leverage trading? So it takes a little bit of know-how to get into that.
So the person who got me to leverage trading was I met Supreme. Supreme is part of the BS. I met someone Hex, and I told him about that. I literally will learn how to trade. So he gave me a lot of today or my right.
Now you good.
Oh, all right, all right. So he gave me a lot of um playlists to go through, and it took me a while to go through all of it. And after that, I told him I'm done. He got me to go through some other lessons, and that's some ICT concepts. When I was able to follow his teaching, and so far, I've been making some money trading, and also, and he has a Discord. There are a lot of some legends are there. Messi, a lot of people are there also, and they're trading every day. It's called the Vault, and yeah, it's a nice place to be. And we're gonna learn even for beginners and everyone, and it's just free. So it's awesome, guys. I need to come check it out.
Yo, that's tough, bro. That's tough, man. Keep doing your thing out there, bro. But let me ask you this: you work with anybody else? Like, are you in a crew, or are you like it's just you and your producer, or like how's it all work?
Just me, myself, and I, and my producer, and God. Yeah, that's all the question, you know.
Yeah. So how do you make friends and whatnot? Like, if you go out, are you on you in the
So I'm an introvert. My music speaks for me.
Ah, do that. Do that, man. Hey, that's what's up. So if there was any artist you would compare yourself to, who would it be? Like who is the most
You said anything. So
artist that you're most like?
I can collaborate with.
No, more so like which artist would you say you're most like? Like, you know what I mean? Like you're the hit sound most in the hit.
I'm not like anybody, and no one can be like me.
I like that answer. I like that answer. So let me switch it up a little bit. Who's your influence? Like who like inspired you to make music? Like who was like, damn, I love this shit. I need to be.
It's literally late out here right now. That's why it's a little bit dark right. But how do I explain this? I listen to everyone's music, you know. Like, well, I want to be me and do my music my own way. I'm doing it how I want to do it because music has no rules and regulations. That's why I mix it all together to create the Afro Seduction vibes.
Good, bro. I hear it. I hear it, man. Okay, okay. So who would you like to collaborate with now that you said that? Preshzino!
Where'd you go? Preshzino. Where'd you go? Preshzino. Did you one? Preshzino. Where'd you go? Hey, Preshzino. Where'd you go? Preshzino. Where'd you go? Hey, but low. And he left to the boat. I don't even know where this dude can go. I just understood I'm calling living dreams, building WaveWarz, and it's going through the scenes, and you see on the scene, always looking clean. Chain just shining, yeah, you know it. You gleam. I got my mic with me. I got my squad with me. And I'm gonna keep going up just like my name with me, but I ain't a shot. Yeah, we get it big. Yeah, tell my crew, yeah, I give it over G team talking big 20, talking big gaming. Every day we come in, yeah, I'm spinning hurricane and catching on the flow. I do it all, I don't even know why this lies been in my home. My last day, my last day, man. My last day out here. So I gotta vibe out.
I don't know where he went, bro. I don't know where he went, and he might be Dunskers. He might be Dunskers, bro.